Now for our follow-up. We're just going to discuss a little bit more about what this all means. A strategy guides your overall negotiation. You need a strategy before you begin your negotiation. It's especially important if you have a team. A team needs to be working together. How do you all work in the same direction? You must beforehand plan your strategy. If you don't plan your strategy, you'll be doing things in different directions. You also need your strategy so you know what to say, how to act, what time to show up, how to use your body language, and what information to offer. All these are related to tactics. So let's go back here for a second and look at this slide. There are 4 basic strategies: competition, accommodation, avoidance, and collaboration. Now there's an easy way to remember that. Strategies lead to tactics, as this picture shows here. We have a strategy, and that helps us decide how we act, how we behave, and what we tell the other side. How can we remember these 4 strategies? Let me jump over here and show you. It's not that hard at all. The way to think about the 4 strategies is this. Ask 2 questions. Question 1. How important is the negotiation outcome to you? The negotiation right now, how important is this negotiation to you? That's the number 1 question you need to ask right over here. This one right here. The number 2 question you need to ask is, how important is the relationship over time? Maybe keeping a relationship is very important. Maybe the relationship is only important for one time. That would mean the relationship over time is less important. One-time purchases are not long-term relationships, such as buying online, a single auction, or just any negotiation, where you will not see the counterparts again. If we look at these 2 axes, we can map the relationship and outcome importance. Ask these 2 questions to find out your strategy. So now let's go ahead and make quadrants inside. Let me show you the first quadrant. accommodation. Accommodation is a strategy for negotiation. What does accommodation mean? Accommodation means you give the other side what they want. Not necessarily 100%, but what they need, you give them. If they need a lower price, you give them a lower price. If they need faster shipping, you give them faster shipping. If they need higher quality, you give them higher quality. Inside this quadrant, how important is the relationship? Very important. How important is the outcome? Not important. So why do we choose accommodation? Because I need the other side to have a good relationship with me over a long time. I need the other side to have a good relationship with me. Right now, the deal is not so important. So right now, this deal, if it gives me something not so good, well, that's okay. My company will do okay. But I need this partner in the future. I need my negotiation counterpart to have a good relationship with me in the future. Therefore, we use accommodation. The next strategy, opposite of accommodation, would be competition. Competition is down here in the corner. So competition means what? Competition means you fight for everything. You want to win those 2 points in the basketball game no matter what. You need to get those 2 points and stop the other side from getting their 2 points. So everything I get, the other side loses. And everything I lose, the other side gains. So I want to win more, gain more, lose less. So why do I choose competition? Because the relationship for the future is not important to me. If I give the other side pressure and I say, I need a lower price, I need higher quality, I give them a lot of pressure, and they get very angry, they get very frustrated, and they don't like me, they don't like my company. They don't like this deal. But I don't care. Because over time, I don't need that relationship. Maybe my company is very big and the other side is small. maybe my company is an important buyer and they are one of my suppliers I can choose from. Or maybe they're an important supplier, but I don't need their product today. I can get another kind of product. Maybe they're not successful with their recent products. It could be anything like this. I just don't need them in the future. I don't think I need them. But right now, it's very important that I have a good deal. Maybe my company needs that money. Maybe we need a good profit margin in this deal. Maybe I'm going to lose my job if I don't make a good deal. My boss has told me, hey, Warden, if you don't make a good deal this time, you're fired. I must get a good deal. And so I don't care what happens in the future. I just want to keep my job. If you have alternatives to buy from or to sell to, you could use competition strategy. Both sides of the negotiation push to get the most for themselves. This is a win-lose. Avoidance. Avoidance. What does avoidance mean? You can see in the slide here. The relationship is not important, and the outcome is also not important. So what does this tell us? I don't need this counterpart in the future, and the deal is not important. So I don't need them and it's not important. So in this case, I can use the avoidance strategy, which means when I negotiate, I'm very easy to say, we withdraw. We don't want to negotiate anymore. We don't need this deal. We're just going to walk away. That's my strategy. Avoidance. I don't really need to negotiate. If you don't like the price, well, okay, I don't sell to you then. If you don't like this, okay, never mind. Go somewhere else. I don't need you in the future, and I don't need this deal today. So that's the avoidance strategy. Collaboration. Now, collaboration means that we try to work together. That's not exactly the same as cooperation. Similar, but a little bit different. The point is, we're doing things together. We're trying to work together. How does collaboration answer these two questions? Do I need this relationship in the future? Yes. Very important. Do I need this deal now? Yes. Very important. A good deal now is very important to me. And I need to have a good relationship with my counterpart in the future. So, what do? I collaborate. I give some things. I ask for some things. I try to get the counterpart to give me what I want. And I try to give them what they want. Hopefully, by giving them what they want, and they give me what I want, we can both get what we want. That is collaboration. That is win-win. Let's put these all together now. Here we have our 4 strategies and our 2 questions. I think this is really quite amazing. This is something you need to keep in mind, and it's not complicated. What we're looking at are 2 basic questions and 4 fundamental strategies. How important is a relationship? And how important is this outcome right now? Accommodation, competition, avoidance, collaboration. If you can keep this in your mind as you prepare for your negotiation, this will be super helpful to you. However, just because there are 4 strategies doesn't mean negotiating now has become easy. Negotiation is not at all easy, as strategies may not match both sides. If I want to collaborate, but you want to compete, how can we negotiate? In other words, I want to keep a good relationship with you, and I want to have a good outcome now. But you don't care about the relationship. You only want a good outcome now. So, our 2 strategies are different. Of course, if your strategy was collaboration and my strategy was collaboration, well, probably we'll have a much easier and successful negotiation. We both want the same thing. We can try to find out where I can give you something and where you can give me something. However, the problem is very, very often the two sides have different strategies. They have different answers to these two questions. By having different answers to these two questions, their strategies are going to be very different. That's where the negotiation gets hard. This makes it not easy to come to an end, to a conclusion. Lots of times, it means somebody's going to win and somebody's going to lose. We have some exercises in the textbook, specifically some fill in the gap exercises. It's not hard. It's not meant to be hard. These exercises are actually meant to be easy. The reason I give them to you is I want you to begin thinking in this negotiation way. What are the two questions? What are the strategies? What are the words that I can use in a negotiation? So please try to complete the exercises in the book. Okay, I think we're going to wrap it up here. Good luck in your negotiation.